Okay, so in this video now, I'm going to look at a new part 1 question, which is all about wearing jeans. So here are the common questions around this topic. First, do you like wearing jeans? And maybe why? Why are they so popular? Do most people like to wear jeans? Do you prefer to wear a certain brand of jeans? Okay, so I'm going to take 2 of these questions, give you a template and a sample answer to follow, and then we'll look at some of the language. So let me take the first question. Do you like wearing jeans? Stop and now answer that question. Do you like wearing jeans? It's an interesting question, right? Okay, so well done at trying it. So here I'm going to use the template yes, but. And I want you see, I don't use those exact words. So I want you to listen and then tell me which words I used to show or express yes and to express but. Okay, are we ready? Let's try it, okay? Here we go. Do you like wearing jeans? For sure, I wear jeans an awful lot because they're just so comfy and practical. That said, I don't wear them in the summer so much because it's usually too hot. I think they're more suitable for the cooler seasons. Right. So did you spot how I said yes, but? For yes, I said for sure. And for but, I said that said. So these are nice different ways of expressing those ideas. Looking at some of the language, I used the word awful, right? Which means very bad. But actually, we can use that to mean a real lot. So instead of saying a lot, we can say an awful lot. I like Chinese food an awful lot. Actually, we normally link an awful lot. I like pizza an awful lot. I go swimming an awful lot. I read books an awful lot. Or you can even say, I have an awful lot of books. I have a lot of something. I have an awful lot of books. I have an awful lot of video games. It's not true. I don't play video games. Well, not much. I used to, but not nowadays. But I do have an awful lot of recipe books because I love cooking. So that's nice to vary your language a bit. Instead of just a lot, an awful lot. And did you notice I use the word just? It's just so comfy. This chair is just so comfy. Just means simply, okay? It's simply comfy. And we often use it when we don't know quite how to explain something. You know, why do you like that chair? Well, it's just so comfy. By the way, comfy is comfortable, right? Why do you, why do you shop in Carrefour or Alcampo? Well, it's just so convenient, right? I don't know how to explain it. It's just simply convenient. It's just so convenient. And why do you watch that TV program? Oh, it's just so good. So just is a very natural way of just saying simply, or when you're not quite sure how to explain something. Okay, that's the first question. Let us move on now to the second question. Why do people in your country wear jeans? Great. I'm going to ask you, I want you to answer. Why do people in your country wear jeans? Brilliant, nice, good answer. So I'm going to give you an answer here, and what I'm going to do is use the template I think, for example. I think blah, blah, blah. For example, blah, blah, blah. Which is a nice way of developing your answers, right? Remember, in part 1, you need to develop your answers a little bit. So I think, for example. Try and notice actually how I express I think and how I say for example. There are different ways of doing it, right? Okay, let's have a go. Why do people in your country wear jeans? I'd say in large part they've been made so fashionable by celebrities and the big clothes brands. I mean, take Calvin Klein, for example, right? So they've created an image of a young person with jeans as being cool and sexy, an image that many young people nowadays strive to emulate. Okay, great. So how did I say I think? Well, I'd say. I'd say. I would say. I'd say. I'd say. And then, for example, I mean take blah, blah, blah as example. For example, excuse me. So take Calvin Klein, for example. So take blah, 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 for example. It's a good way of introducing an example. And let's look briefly at some of the language here. So in large part, I'd say in large part, which means mainly or largely. I'd say in large part it's because blah, blah, blah. Okay. And we also had a nice expression, strive to emulate. Sorry, it's not an expression. It's just, it's two different verbs. So to strive is to try and do something. So they try, I strive to learn Chinese. I strive to cook better. That's why I have an awful lot of recipe books. Strive. To emulate is a nice way of saying to imitate or to follow or to be like. So I strive to emulate somebody. I try to be like them, right? I strive to emulate, I don't know, Barack Obama. He was a great leader in many ways. So that's it. So we've looked at some language and a template there for the part 1 question of wearing jeans. That's it.